first thing I would do is delete these the column and this row, just to have a cleaner set of data. In order for you to try the formula that we talked about, we would do equal sign, text, open parentheses, the word weekday, open parentheses, then you're going to click on the cell, which is D as in David 2, close that one parentheses, put in a comma, then you're going to do quotation mark, 4 D's, quotation mark, and close the parentheses. That gives us the weekdays for your data. Now, we might be interested in the number of times that you logged in per day. So what I might do here is, starting with these 3 days, these 7 days, I'm going to just copy these for a sec, paste them as values, and then I have 1 day for Tuesday, 1 Wednesday, 1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday, 2 Monday. So I'm just going to move this data up a little. I'm going to delete this. Then in terms of the number of times you logged in, we could do a quick little column. And this is the number of times you went into shopping. Doing something like the difference between the times, what we would do is time spent equal sign time ending minus time beginning, and that gives us an awkward time. So we're going to use the text function, open parentheses, and I'm going to enclose the formula, put in a comma, 1 quotation mark, HH, colon, minute, and close it. And that gives us how much time you spent online. So I'm going to copy these pieces. Again, I'm going to paste them as a value, and I'm not really interested in this right now. What I'm interested is in how much time you spent. So I'm going to move this. So Friday you spent 25 and 45, which is 1 hour and 10 minutes. Then on Monday you spent 55, so that's 0055. What I'm going to do is copy this over here, this one over here, then I'm going to delete this and delete this one, and I'm going to give this a formatting for time. Hold on, let me fix that. Time, and we want it like this. See if that works. Okay. To create the chart, I'm just going to make some labels here. Then I'm going to highlight all of this data because one of the times that I tried making a chart out of this, it wasn't working appropriately. So I'm going to test it by working this way. Now, this is the label for the chart. I want to move that. This is the data. Alright, so what I want to do is select the data, and I'm going to switch this for a second. This is our x-axis. I'm going to add series values. I'm going to select these pieces here, series name, time spent, and then I'm going to edit the x-axis and highlight that. This here, I'm going to remove it because we don't know what it was. And let's take a look. It is not showing the data as it should. It is not showing the data as it should, so what I think I need to do is re-enter each data point. It's just being finicky. And then we have that one, Saturday. And now it's showing the data. I'm not sure why it wasn't working. That's really strange, but it might have just not recognized the formulas. So this gives you a couple of pieces that you can work with. And another thing that you can do is you could turn this into a pie chart, for instance, which shows you the number of days spent. Maybe this isn't as relevant, so we can delete this. And this is how you can just test around is insert, pie. Again, it's being a little weird, so delete that. Select these two pieces, insert, pie. And this gives you by the day of the week when you spent the most time online. If we put in the formatting that allows you to see percentage, you can see that Friday was the day that you spent the most time shopping online. And so we see that there. Here's the title. And you can see more clearly. Another thing you could do with something like this is then sort it. This one's tied to it, so it'll move the days and it'll take the sequence of the weekdays off. But what we can do is simply copy this, paste it over here again. This we want to format to time, and we'll do the long number format. Save that, and then insert the pie over here. Pie chart. Again, we want to do the formatting with the percentages. It's just a little bit bigger so you can see. And one thing that we can do is sort this, and you can sort it by selecting the amount of the data specifically. You can then go to data, sort, and sort by time spent, smallest to largest. And then what it does is it reorders the pie slices so that the smallest are together, and then it increases. And you can see again the 23% for Friday. The order is up to you and how you want to do it, like this or like this. And the other ones that you can do different things for is something like this category. So you can do a count of each one of these, which is frequencies. So I'm going to just move down here, paste values, and we see that you shopped for goods twice, for toys twice, for clothes twice, hunting gear once, shoes once, kitchen once, outerwear twice. So I'm going to, like before, just delete the ones that I counted more than once, move this up, and then you can, again, do either a pie chart or a graph column of how many times you shopped for each one of these things. Oops, the data up. So these are just some different options for what you can do. You can also do different counts of these. So you can say, how many times did I say I was just browsing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So browsed 8 times, compare prices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. And again, these you can count. It says you weren't doing it for comparing between stores, just comparing prices generally. The websites is another one that you can count as well. I would also probably count the number of times that you've clicked on recommendations. So I would do equal sum and then add up these specific. If you hold the control key down as you click on each one, it selects the cells individually. Close the parentheses, and we see that you clicked on these are some of the statistics that you can draw from this. Again, you can put in the average time that you start and um, add up the number of minutes or hours that you spent online. This sum is a little tricky, so you might want to manually add it. I don't have a better format for ensuring that you can add it up more simply. So yeah, these are some of the things that you can do with your data, and let me know if you need help with anything else. I'm looking here at this. I would definitely use this data as well. How many times you used a coupon code, so 4 times, free shipping 1 time, and yeah, count the different just general numbers of what you were doing and what you were looking at, and do some averages or central tendencies here, minimum and maximum, so equal, min, and then choosing all of these, and hitting enter. That's when you started, and then this is equal, min, enter. These are the earliest starts and ends, and then the same for max. Equal max. This is the latest start and the latest end. What this here shows us is that you were doing everything morning shopper, that you were basically shopping during the morning. Feel free to reach out with any more questions. I hope this helps you and your group get a sense of what you could be doing.